they're going to be mad. They're going to be mad. The slower ones, as many like to refer to them as, they're going to be angry. Why? Because, well, Sports Illustrated, much to the chagrin of Sheila Johnson, the owner of the Mystics, the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, and the gang is on the WNBA preview issue of Sports Illustrated.
Ooh, that is fire.
And now the reveal for everyone waiting.
Just beautiful. Beautiful work of art. I love it. That's sick.
Caitlin Clark just leveled up again, front and center on the Sports Illustrated cover with the Indiana Fever, while Angel Reese looks like she's ready to flip the whole league like it's WrestleMania. Did someone forget to tell her this is basketball, not reality TV? From magazine covers to viral sideline moments, this rivalry is hitting a whole new level. And let's be real, the internet is still buzzing after that awkward Team USA clip where Clark seemingly iced Reese mid-game, sending fans into full detective mode online. Now it's not just about buckets anymore, it's branding, spotlight, and who really runs the league's narrative. One stacking covers and building a media empire, the others firing back with attitude, fashion deals, and headline energy. So what is this really? The rise of a new dynasty? Or the pettiest, most entertaining feud since middle school dodgeball? Either way, grab your popcorn, because this drama is messier than a halftime Gatorade spill, and right now, all eyes are locked on what Angel Reese does next.
Consistency and being confident, and just being efficient, and just being able to be myself. And like I was saying, like, not worrying about anything else but me and just trusting the process. It's not going to happen overnight. Like, don't be expecting me to come down and shoot 6-7 threes a night. Like, obviously that's what I'm working on, but like...
Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever's biggest investment, just did it again, somehow making elite and likable look effortless. Yeah, both at the same time, which, let's be honest, feels rarer in the WNBA than sold-out arenas. And now, she's on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Not styled up as some over-the-top persona. Not chasing clicks. Just her, full uniform, ball in hand. Locked in. Calm. Dangerous. The kind of presence that doesn't need noise to be noticed. No gimmicks. No prove them wrong captions. No social media chaos. Just talent, confidence, and that quiet, I'm better energy. It almost feels outdated, like wait, being great at basketball alone can still carry you to the top? Apparently, it can. And right now, Caitlin Clark is proving that greatness doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be undeniable.
Are you talking about? Well, we're talking about America's team, and I can't help but to get all patriotic inside. When we're talking about America's team, I can't help but to feel all red, white, and blue inside the Indiana Fever Grace WNBA Preview 2025 Sports Illustrated cover.
Meanwhile, Angel Reese? She's camped out in her own little corner of the internet like it's a VIP lounge nobody else asked for, head-to-toe designer serving looks, but also serving episode 12 of They Just Don't Understand Me. And the vibe? It's shifting. Her fan base, once loud, loyal, and ready to throw digital hands at a moment's notice, is now quietly backing away, like people slowly moonwalking out of a room they weren't supposed to walk into in the first place. Because this doesn't feel like hype anymore. It feels awkward. Like accidentally witnessing a full-blown family meltdown at a random Applebee's. You know the scene. Someone's aunt is crying over mozzarella sticks, the uncle's yelling about respect, and everyone else is just staring at their plates wondering how things got this messy. Yeah, that kind of energy. And right now, the internet isn't cheering. It's just watching.
The Indiana Fever make the cover of Sports Illustrated, and there's plenty of content that came along with it.
Yeah, we starting this week a WNBA team on the cover of Sports Illustrated for the first time in a really long time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Stay tuned for that. Yeah,
That's
super excited
awesome.
about that.
Do you know how long it's been?
So a couple years ago, we had a selection of players on the cover, but not just like one team. Like we had Candace Parker and Asia and Sue Bird. Mm-hmm. And then we've had one-off W players as solo covers, but I don't think we have ever had a team just being covered as a team for like, this was an interesting offseason, what happened, what comes next. Mm-hmm. ever. So I was very excited to get to work on that, and stay tuned for that cover drop.
Let's not act surprised. We all saw this coming. The second Caitlin Clark landed on the cover of Sports Illustrated, the entire women's basketball universe shifted like tectonic plates during a full-blown PR earthquake. And over on the other side, Angel Reese felt it. Rumor has it the size alone were strong enough to register on a Richter scale. 1 minute it's calm. The next, the internet's getting hit with a Category 5 storm of energy. We're talking Instagram stories loaded with cryptic lyrics, passive-aggressive emojis doing the heavy lifting, and all caps captions that feel less like posts and more like warning sirens. It's not just shade anymore, it's a whole climate system. Sunny 1 second, then boom, thunder, lightning, and a timeline flooded with read between the lines energy. At this point, it's less about basketball and more about who controls the narrative, and right now the forecast is messy.
The Fever team, that's right. A lot of reaction coming in. Let's just take a look at the cover right here. Kelsey, Aaliyah, Caitlin, DeWanna Bonner. It's an awesome cover. It really is. I'm not going to even kid you. It's an awesome cover, and there's a lot of reaction to this that's floating in right now from fans, as you can expect. And the WNBA did, to their credit, actually share this, because with them, you never know. They've done what I think has been a better job of propping up their biggest star and showcasing their biggest star. Man, there's going to be a lot of hate on this. There's going to be a lot of mad mother effers out there, and I am here for it. I am here for it. Right here, the quote.
You see, Angel Reese was promised a storyline, main character energy, the kind of spotlight that turns you into the WNBA's version of Beyonce. But then here comes Caitlin Clark. Clean game, Midwest calm, dropping effortless 30-point nights like it's just part of the warm-up. And suddenly the whole script flips like a bad pancake. Now the headlines aren't Reese runs the league. They're Clark is changing the game. And somewhere off camera, it feels like Reese is scrambling, trying to rewrite the narrative in real time, switching up captions, fonts, vibes, anything to make the moment say injustice, even if it has to be in cursive. And here's the irony. Caitlin Clark just keeps playing basketball and somehow ends up everywhere. Covers, highlights, conversations. No chasing required. Meanwhile, Angel Reese feels like she's working overtime as the league's unofficial PR antagonist. Always near a mic, always in the moment, always in the middle of the noise. One is building respect with threes and assists. The other is collecting headlines like they're limited edition Jordans. And right now, only one of those strategies is winning the room.
Caitlin Clark Kent, the big four for the Indiana Fever. Fever Dream. There's much more to the W's most watched team than the Caitlin Clark show. We're not even going to get into the headline. I'm not going to take off my glasses, raise the people's eyebrow, put back on the people's We're not even going to do that. We're not even going to do that. Salute to the Indiana Fever, and salute to the Indiana Fever front office for launching this.
Let's talk about that Sports Illustrated cover for a second. It wasn't just a photo, it felt like a statement. Caitlin Clark standing there like she casually bent the gravity of women's basketball in her direction. Come, locked in. No theatrics, just a quiet message. This is what it looks like when talent speaks for itself. No over-the-top persona. No misunderstood narrative arc. No distractions. Just excellence, clean, composed, and impossible to ignore. And somewhere in the background, you can almost hear alarms going off in the world of Angel Reese. Because let's be real, nobody turns a moment into a full production quite like her. Her post-game interviews don't just answer questions, they evolve. 1 minute it's team first, the next it's a whole storyline unfolding in real time, with twists that feel straight out of a Shonda Rhimes script. It's unpredictable. It's emotional. It's headline ready every single time. And to be fair, that's consistency. If that were a stat, she'd be leading the league in off-court moments and side-eye per 36 minutes. Meanwhile, Clark just keeps it simple. Play, perform, repeat. And right now, that simplicity? It's dominating the spotlight.
So the latest issue of Sports Illustrated is out, and the Indiana Fever are gracing its cover, saying there is much more to the W's most watched team than the Caitlin Clark Show. I kind of love that they included Dewana Bonner in this cover because she is an integral member of the team, and about a month ago there was a video going around that Kelsey Mitchell had posted, just some random video of all of them in their red, rebel red uniform, and everyone on social media was like, what is going on? Did they get new uniforms? And you could tell that they were at a park, and it ends up that they were shooting the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Of course, her fans are out here doing Olympic-level mental gymnastics trying to explain it away. Media bias. The invisible villain that only shows up when things don't go your way. Apparently, Caitlin Clark didn't land that Sports Illustrated cover because she's elite. No, it must be a conspiracy. Right. Somebody call Scooby-Doo, we've got a mystery on our hands. You know what's not a mystery? Clark putting up numbers like she's funding her own analytics department. Pulling up from 30 feet like she's ordering coffee. Throwing passes so sharp they could cut glass. Seeing the court like she's got Google Maps open while everyone else is asking strangers for directions. And the scary part? It's that mix, confidence and humility. Like, yeah, I'll break your ankles, my bad though. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's whole brand strategy feels closer to a reality TV reunion special. There's drama. There's emotion. There's always a subplot of, you don't know what I've been through. It's high energy, high volume, and always one moment away from turning into a full episode. And that's the contrast right now. One is quietly dominating the game. The other is loudly dominating the conversation. And in today's spotlight, those are two very different scoreboards.
As you can see here, the Indiana Fever will be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I believe it's out. I'm actually going to run over to the local Barnes & Noble here in a little bit and see if I can get a copy if it's still there. They actually still make magazines, I believe. But anyway, as you can see, Sports Illustrated WNBA preview issue. Very cool cover, I have to say. Very cool cover. I know that you're going to get people who be like, well, why is it just those four? Where's Sophie Cunningham? And on and on. You know the thing. But it's a cool cover, okay? The more people you have, the smaller they get on that. I got to say, for the WNBA preview, when you're talking about the Indiana Fever, I'm glad that it's not just Caitlin Clark. I think this was a smart decision, actually, by Sports Illustrated, which has been was an iconic, incredible magazine for so long.
Let's not sleep on the absolute comedy gold that is Angel Reese posting another cryptic Instagram story. Apparently, every emoji is now a political statement, and every vaguely emotional song lyric is a secret cry for validation. One day, Broken Heart plus Rihanna lyric. Next day, black screen with They'll See Soon, and 12 eye emojis. Just chill. It's basketball season, not the finals of a spoken word poetry slam. We're not here to decode hieroglyphics. We're just trying to figure out if you're shading your coach, your teammates, or the cafeteria menu. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is casually dropping 30-point triple-doubles like it's a light cardio workout. No begging for respect. Just earning it, stat by stat, while ESPN anchors scramble for new adjectives. She's unstoppable. A generational talent. The face of women's basketball. And somewhere in the background, Angel's publicist is smashing their keyboard in full panic mode. Resend the press release. Add 3 exclamation marks. Maybe a crying emoji. Actually, make it 2 crying emojis. Yes, make it emotional. Meanwhile, Clark just plays and keeps winning.
Going to be a lot of mad mother effers out there, and I am here for it. I am here for it. Right here, the quote, should have put the whole WNBA on it. People are gonna be pissed. They are indeed. Yeah, somebody brought up her shoes she's wearing. Caitlin Clark's shoes are, man, they're sick. Oh, that's red Kobe's. Mambas. Man, I like that. I do.
The reactions? Absolutely textbook. And by textbook, we mean drama for dummies level. Some fans are screaming, Angel brings fire. Sure. If by fire you mean post-game monologues that could double as audition tapes for Survivor, WNBA edition. These aren't your standard we played hard sound bites. Oh no. Angel's post-game moments come packed with plot twists, side eye, and enough tension to qualify as emotional thrillers. Emotional damage could be the subtitle on half her press conferences, and honestly, it kind of fits. Defenders claim it's passion. And sure, passion is great. It scores points, rallies locker rooms, lights the proverbial fire under teammates. But there's a line between genuine leadership and full-blown performative chaos. One kind of passion rallies the team. The other gets your quotes screenshotted by WNBA Twitter with captions like, "Girl, what is even happening in that huddle?" The other is why half the squad keeps AirPods in during warm-ups. You decide which one is in play here.
While many people were asking questions, wait, Slam Magazine, Mercury Rising, why don't you have the Fever Rising on this? You know how many copies of this magazine you would sell? Yeah, we have Caitlin Clark's name on the cover, but the Fever Rising need to be on the cover. It seems as if the schedule was full. They were all booked up that day. Yeah, we had Time Magazine to take care of, we had Nike to take care of, we had this to take care of. Oh, we had a Game Bridge event that day. Sorry, Slam, couldn't make it. Slam Magazine, Sports Illustrated. I guess I'll go Sports Illustrated. I guess we'll go to Sports Illustrated. The Big Four, folks, the Big Four.
Meanwhile, in Indiana, the Caitlin Clark train is barreling forward at full steam, and subtlety isn't on the schedule. The Indiana Fever social media squad is operating like proud parents at a middle school science fair, posting every assist, every smile, every casual hair flip like it's the second coming of Sue Bird. You can almost hear them typing, "Look, she dribbled. Iconic." And why shouldn't they? Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's creating an ecosystem. She puts butts in seats, jerseys on backs, opposing teams into emergency defensive huddles. She sneezes and it trends. Arenas that once echoed like empty warehouses are now wall-to-wall with fans, screaming for a glimpse of greatness, and maybe the perfect TikTok clip. She's transforming the WNBA from an underappreciated league into a headline-dominating, must-watch spectacle. Not the "oh no, what now" type, the sellout type. The kind that has sponsors fighting over ad slots and scalpers making their best summer since Beyoncé's last tour. So yes, Angel brings fire. But Caitlin? Caitlin's bringing the heat that pays the bills.